Good morning, it's John Neal here. It's, crikey, it's Wednesday the 1st of April, as you can clearly see, and April Fool's Day. But no, we're not fools today. We're going to have a look at the demolition that's taken place in good old sunny Nuneaton town. Come on, let's do it. Right, just walking through Nuneaton. The market's on, of course. It's Wednesday. It's not too cold. Quite a few stalls though. One, two more down here, look. In fact, I want to go down here. Yeah, makes the place alive, the market. I've done videos about the market before. Yeah, it's really good. Some regulars there. Right, going down, I think this is Stratford Street, past the Felix Holt, which is named after a character, was it a place, in the George Eliot novels. And it's the Wetherspoons, of course. Hannah's Cafe, yet another barber shop. And turning on to Queen's Road. But I'm just going to point the camera up at this building. I have to say, there's a terrific heritage of buildings in Nuneaton. I mean, this one, look. I mean, it's a blooming slot machine place. And but 1914, I mean, look at that. Wonderful. I mean, what that must have been in its day. Tremendous building. What we got here, the Abbey Tavern, just opened, just been refurbished. Look at this. And I have to say, I do approve of the sign writing. Yeah, that was my job back in the day, sign writing, and that stuff is very good. He's done whoever's done that, he or she, done the same at the George Eliot. And now we're heading off this way, closer to the new buildings of Grayson Place. Here we are. And in the middle here we've got the old co-op building, which still exists. They've knocked a lot of it down. So let's have a close look at this before we get to the new Hilton Hotel at the very end. Well, it's the way they engrave and feature the name and date in the buildings as if they were going to last forever. And here we are, 100 years on, and it's all totally changed. NCS, 1928, Nuneaton Cooperative Society. I mean, the money that must have been around to be able to build that in that way. Well, as I say with J.C. Smith's, that I've just gone up and down the old Debenhams building at the other end of town. Remarkable. Anyway, I'm not looking at all this. I've done that before. So let me just press on across here. And here's the Hampton by Hilton. There was a very good over an hour long YouTube video about homeless people in the park at the back, and the rumour was, a false rumour, fake news, truly fake news, that this was housing boat people and immigrants, and for whom we've got to be safe from, according to one politician, and completely erroneous. In fact, they do let the one or two homeless people in Nuneaton in off the streets, and give them somewhere to go in the warm and a cheaper meal too. But the chap doing the video, he went and bought a meal for them and an overnight stay, bed and breakfast. And the two characters on the park bench were vets. They were ex-army, and unfortunately the best they had now was a park bench, because their lives were so sort of tough. Right, here we are. This used to be a pub, and now it's completely disappeared. I'm at the junction of the Ring Road and Queen's Road. I didn't actually put the drone up for this purpose, but I realise on this previous shot I've got a bit of a view of where it was. Right. It's nice and quiet here. I'm at the back of the big hotel in Queen's Road, and I can fly the drone without interfering with anybody, and I'm just playing about, to be honest. There's a nice big car park here, and I've not been down this way before, so I'll wander down here, and I also want to go down to where the post office sorting office was, down at the bottom end of town, where they've demolished everything. But that's it. All I can see at the moment is they've demolished it, and there should be demolishing stuff over the road. They've got some scaffolding up, but no more than that. So I'm wondering, and people are wondering, when they're going to do that. That is, move on to the rest of the demolishing they're supposed to be doing. Look at this. Let me just turn around. This massive building, which I think was going to be a cinema, and they changed it. They say, no, it's not going to be a cinema. It's going to be something else. So what it's going to be, I don't know. Quite a large area for a car park here, look. Making my way over this way, without falling over. Yeah. Right, I'm just making my way down Dugdale Street, because it's quiet. I don't want to walk through the middle of town. Oh, I can't. I wouldn't do it with a drone going, but there's nobody around at all. So, yeah, I just spoke to... I'm going to... Actually, if this guy goes on my YouTube channel, fella in the van just there, come down from Manchester apparently. He stopped at the lights. We had a quick chat about drones. And I said, I've got the Neo 2. And there it is, my friend, the Neo 2, running ahead of me as I do this little piece to camera. And remarkably, with a microphone going through to the same file. So I'm going to go along here to the end of the rope walk. Just keep out of the way of this car. Don't hit the lamppost. Oh, there's a few cars. I better close off. For those of you who don't know, you hold your hand out like this, and the drone, for some reason, manages to stop recording and then come and land on your hand. While I'm here, down the bottom of Dugdale Street, near the Salvation Army, which I have to say does sterling work for the less fortunate in our town. I've not pointed out this graffiti, which is official. It's been probably asked for, paid for by the council, don't know. I actually read the book, written, I'll say, by his father about what went on. He was murdered in a park nearby by some characters that came out. I think it was Halloween night, and he was dressed up, and they didn't really like the idea of him being dressed up as they did, and they came out of some of the flats that looked onto the park near the Abbey Theatre and rounded on him and murdered him. They were caught and put away. So there's some nasty people around. Unfortunately, some of them are now in prison. They were two brothers and a friend, and I will not give them any recognition by giving their names here. Someone's just likened me to John Wayne with the hat. Right, I'm going into the rope walk. But I won't film because they don't like it. And I'm a good boy. Got made my way out of the rope walk into Chapel Street. And while I'm passing here, I will actually, two things to point out. Interesting to spot this. One is this rather magnificent looking church, the United Reformed Church. Quite a large building. And this, the old police station. Spuds, mash and dash. Okay, Nick the fish. I wouldn't dream of it. And Tony's selling his ice cream.
Where's your bike?
You know, and full on.
Someone stole your bike and not told you.
Thank you. Good girl.
4 spoons, 4 cups, 1 tray. Hey!
He's a natural. I don't know natural what, but
something.
Natural something. All good things must come to an end, and I'm heading back to the car park, which is out of service very shortly. Have a quick last look at the demolition here by the library. Well, there you have it, folks. The development in Nuneaton Town Centre up to date. Thank you very much for watching, and you will see me in the next one.